everyone, welcome to the last round here. We're definitely keeping this. I mean, we have a bunch of early game drops. We have no clue what our opponent is playing. Again, another red deck apparently. I think I will preordain and try to find some lands. We'll put both of these on the bottom. Although Jace is good, I think we definitely need lands here. And Signet is pretty good as well, but I mean, if we kept like Jace on top and would found less lands, it's not that great for us. So here it's obviously the Signet. Maybe our opponent counters it. He doesn't. Would be a pretty bad counter though. But you never know. I mean, sometimes people do bad things. End of turn Magma Jet me, sure. I guess that's a wasted card. It just wants to scry, so I'm putting him on not having lands and digging for lands himself, because why else would he ever use this so early on? Seems pretty weird to do so, right? So if he does play a creature, I'll play Old Man of the Sea. If he doesn't play, well, Ophidia Master is just as great as Old Man of the Sea. I think if he doesn't play a creature, Old Man of the Sea is better. If he does play a creature, Ophidia Master is better. Ophidia Master does run into Arc Trail, but meh. Maybe the guy is Burn, and that's why he played Magma Jet. I don't know. So let's play Woodland Cemetery and then Old Man of the Sea. Then play Relic. Relic is okay, just because it's, you know, keeps eating away at his graveyard. Lightning Strike, sure. So the more he uses on my creatures, the better it is for me. Dimmer Signet, sure. So the guy did indeed not have a land. So exile something, please. If you draw land, I think I will Vraska the Signet. Just because it eats away at his lands. I didn't make a land drop, so I think that's the better solution there. So there's his land drop, which is okay. There's just not much we could have done about that. Glenlendra. Yeah, would have left having Fresca for that. Though that actually doesn't do that much. So plus this. Play a Theomancer. Then pass a turn. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, so that's okay. He can attack Vraska, but it's not gonna be that great. I mean, he can try, but I think he has to burn it out somehow. He can attack it, but then, you know, Glenlendra dies, comes back, and then what? So yeah, he does attack it, loses a persist from Glenlendra. So it comes back, sure. So now he has to have a burn for it, right? Sneak attack. I see. I think I want to make him exile that. Let's cast Signet. Plus this. And then swing at him. Keep the blocker behind, just, you know, it has that touch. It is a fine card. Sneak attack, huh? Did not expect that coming out of my opponent's deck, but, you know, might as well have it. Does it say sacrifice? It does say sacrifice. Now you might wonder why does it matter if it says sacrifice or not. Grave Titan. So that's gonna make a bunch of tokens. And then what? That doesn't seem to be that strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So next turn we can kill the sneak attack. No, we cannot. Pestermite. Taps on the snake. Okay. So he can kill the Vraska, I guess. Yeah. Not much I can do about that. End of turn, we'll sacrifice this. Just to draw cards. Play a bio, which does not help me in doing that much. Because we do need another black for this. We can use this and kick it. The problem is this still being around. We have to though, like, we lack a black for this, so. And I don't think making a token right now is good enough. So we'll play Gatekeeper. Make him sacrifice something. And hope he doesn't have more more creatures in his hand, basically. Like Grave Titan was a pretty good one. It killed the Vraska thanks to this Pestermite. Definitely not gonna attack here. We wanna be blocking. Let's show this fully. So it goes to combat, attacks here, probably with something like Glenlendra. Okay, that's fine. Don't really care about taking 3 here. I mean, if that's all the guy does, then that's fine. He did pause there, but it seems very unlikely he's gonna have an answer against this. You never know. So we'll see. If it doesn't, we have a Crucible in play. Wow, it resolves. So I think we pass the turn, see what the guy does, and then maybe draw like 7 cards. This was somewhat risky, by the way. Let's discard an island. Because we are way down life now. And he still has Glenlendra. So we can play Treachery, he Glenlendras that. Oh, that's a good one. Play Treachery. First of all, let's generate mana. So we make this and this. We play Treachery, targeting this after floating 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 7, but 5 lands are tapped. So we want to tap the 1 black, 2 black, and a green. See if he uses Glenlendra on that, which he should. No, he allows me to get that. Which I don't get, like, that seems like a pretty weird move, by the way. We'll play Tezzeret, which he should be countering here. Yep, so there goes his Glenlendra as well. Then we can play Coalition Relic and Efreet. I know Efreet doesn't seem to be the greatest, but we are putting up a lot of pressure here on our opponent. And given that we, you know, next turn can play Garrick and start getting life of that. Only thing we have to be afraid of is sneak attack. Backrat, huh? That's an okay card, by the way. Although, you know, it's not gonna be that great for him, given that he doesn't actually have that much black mana. Kira is a good one. Okay, so let's add blue. Let's play Garrick like this, and then use this. Use this. And then play like this. I think we kill a pack rat. Gain a single life. Play Kira. And then we swing with like Gatekeeper, Snake, Pestermite. Him blocking there on the Snake is pretty nice for me, given that, you know, I'm just gonna get a new Snake untapped into play. I can't really kill the sneak attack, so that's somewhat of an issue, I guess. There's no way he attacks here. Okay, always yield to this shit. Okay, let's add a black or something, I don't know. Let's make a beast. Let's play land. Swing in. I think we keep like Kira behind. Although, yeah, probably Kira. Like Kira is a protection, right? Like unless my opponent draws Emrakul or something, I don't know. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So next turn we have a kill, unless my opponent does anything. We will sacrifice the Garruk to kill the zombie. And then leave Kira behind, and it's 2, 4, 7, 10, 11. Shadowmail Infiltrator is a second blocker. Spell's Guide is a-okay. So we can't keep Shadow Mage Infiltrator behind now. I guess we first guess Spell's Guide. Then we can no longer be burnt out. I still think we destroy like this Shadow Mage. Now let's destroy the zombie. Gain life. Swing in. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. So he has to block now. Probably blocks like this. Then falls down. I see. I mean, blocking this would have just kept the Shadow Mage Infiltrator behind. Okay, nice. 1-0 up. Sneak Attack is an annoying card. Definitely don't want Friction Negator. I don't think I want in any of these. So, wow, 3 people dropped. Seriously? Even a guy with 1/1 dropped. Like, maybe if you don't have time, sure. Let's keep this. I mean, we do have preordering to find lands. It's very likely that we'll find them. especially if you know you just draw them. So I think we pre-rain right now. Put this on the bottom, keep this on the top. It is mana after all. It isn't black mana, but mana. And mana is mana. Let's see, Dimmer Signet for the guy, sure. Let's just hope he doesn't have sneak attack there, but not much I can do about that. I mean, everyone having signets now is pretty brutal. So the guy has 4 mana. If he has sneak attack, he would definitely slam it here. I don't see why he wouldn't. So he thought about it and then decided not to. I think he does have it though. He was just figuring out how to use a signet. Show and tell. Oh man. I guess it's a Geomancer. There's Kira and Relic, I guess. There's also Spell Sky to protect this, which I think is a bit better. Granted, I'm gonna take a bunch of damage from the zombie tokens, but this seems pretty solid, to be honest. Like, sure, he has Grave Titan, but we have the Death Toucher to deal with it. If he had Kira, well, Kira would have protected this as well. So maybe it didn't really matter if I played Kira or Spell's Guide. Sure. Well, Braid is definitely the terrible card here. Does he really have more removal? He messed up with the Signet again. I guess this is Dimmer Infiltrator. And his main removal is Deceiver Exarch. Deceiver Exarch, untap the red. Or tap down the snake, I guess. Yeah. So the guy has Splinch between then. He has to, right? Attack with the zombies as well, yep. I don't think I'm gonna block here. I can't actually block here, huh? What? Maybe I click through it, I know. So let's cast a Golgari Signet. Oh, we can't actually do that. Cancel. Can we? Um, 1-2, we have to float into this. We're never gonna have enough. No, we can't. So let's just use this and play Kira. But I think we're losing this. I don't see a way out of this. These tokens do too much damage. Sorry for a pause. I was totally zoned out there. Like totally, yeah. I just attack with everything. Gets more tokens. Grave Titan is so brutal. So we have to block like this. It has trample. No, it has that much. I think we have to block like this. Take 6. Fall down to 4. Yeah, I really don't see a way out. treachery on a zombie token, so we have to sacrifice relic. And hope to draw treachery plus lands. Yeah, let's just concede this. I don't see why. But we could draw and win here. Like we draw these two. Nah, definitely not. Okay. So is there anything we want to change? I don't think we can. Let's just submit here. So we're 1-1 in the last round. It's pretty close here. It's pretty close here. Why is my name in yellow? Is it because that's me? Yes. We're definitely gonna keep this. I mean, a Theomancer into Braids is pretty brutal. With pretty brutal, I mean that's a combo. That's pretty good. We just have to hope our opponent, you know, doesn't do sick shenanigans like that. No clue why he did that right there. Maybe he has like a reanimation spell for whatever he discards. He didn't. So obviously it's a regular Signet because then we can play the Braids instantly, start making him sacrifice things. Oh man, I messed up. I bloody messed up. Like I should have made him remove that card, because if he had reanimation, like Relic was the automatic counter for it. I guess it was a mistake on his end the first time. Okay. Now we just play Braids, right? I mean, focusing on his mana. Then playing a Theomancer, we just keep on sacrificing snakes and he's never gonna have permanence. Sure. Sure. Please don't have a counter for this. Oh man, it resolved. So we sacrifice Relic, play Dimir Simic Signet, play Theomancer, or we can play Theomancer plus Spellskite if you draw land. He plays, it taps it for mana, then it dies. He then passes it, okay. There's red, so we could have Magma Jet for it. He does. Of course he does. Like we could have played Spellskite, I guess, but how often is this guy gonna have Magma Jet in his hand, right? Like every single time so far he has had Magma Jet. So I guess we play a Theomancer and Simic Signet and Spellskite, sorry. Ah man, that was pretty annoying to be honest. Like, maybe I could have played Spellskite first, but I didn't want to give this guy too much leeway. Like, if he didn't have a Mountain nor the Magma Jet, like if he just didn't have the Magma Jet, that would have been GG. Pretty sure of it. But now he's just gonna be, you know, keep on dropping sick stuff with library. Sure. I don't think we can get Braids back, right? The fact that he has library just gives him so much advantage here. We're not putting up any pressure at all. I should have played the Signet, I guess, but it doesn't really matter that much. Could have sacrificed this as well, like if he drew Efreet or something. Library is such a powerful card. He does have two removal that we know. We know of Lightning Strike and Magma Jet. But I mean, It's pretty annoying that he had that. Like if he didn't, it would have been way better. Yeah, sure, shard away. Okay. Oh, so it didn't play land yet. Okay. So let's sacrifice this. Draw a card. More signets and skin render. I guess we can use that, but I don't think we want to. The way we could use it is just so signet and signet. The way we could use it is kill the snake token. We get a snake token back on his turn anyway. But I think we want to keep it just in case he plays anything. But I mean, library has already drawn him. Which turn are we? We're turn 6, so it has drawn in 5 cards. Plus the fact that it taps for mana, like the card is bonkers. He deserves its spot in the power 10. I think it's maybe it's even better than Time Twister. I don't know. The fact that it's a land makes it that good. Yeah, we're not putting up any pressure. Definitely need something that puts pressure. I guess Tezzeret. Tezzeret animates, start swinging. Could also use something to draw cards, but we don't actually have that. Outside of Crystal Brand, of course. So if he has Grave Titan, what do we do? We also know the guy has both Pestermite and the Saber Exarch, so it's very likely he has the combo in his deck. Is it signature? So given he plays something, then he does. That's a really good target for me. So he doesn't have a library activation. I guess that somewhat was a mistake. You obviously want to tap your signets down as much as possible, because going through them is pretty annoying. Sure. So he had both Magma Jet and Lightning Strike apparently. Although, you know, he could have just drawn that. But given the way he played, he actually disabled his own library. Like, he could have used that. Although if it then countered the Electromancer, he can no longer use Lightning Strike. Guess that's a reason too. But that seems like a pretty weird reason. This is Grave Titan, right? Dude, seriously, you need to start working with your signets a bit better. So Grave Titan number 2. No, it isn't Grave Titan. It's Wormcoil Engine. Yeah, even better. Because it has lifelink. Oh man, we draw Mugjet. Yay! Just what we needed. We just need Treachery, by the way. So we pass a turn. Hope he doesn't have more broken shit in his hand. Which is very likely, given, you know, that he has drawn so many cards. Doesn't look good here. It's pretty pessimistic of me, but I have 1 card in my hand, my opponent has 6, and he has a board advantage. There was one turn where we need the Braids to live, and then, you know, nothing of this would have ever come true, because the turn after I would have been able to cast Theomancer, and then eventually I would have been able to. Well, he actually has plenty of spot removal. He has Museum Mortars. Maybe it was too greedy of me. Maybe I could have gone Spellskite and then Protect the Braids. Jace is an A-OK card because it digs me to Treachery. So let's cast it like this and then like this. Minus it. No Treachery. So yeah, Rifting Cloudgate for sure. cast it as well. This, and then use this with this. Use this mana. Cast Cloudscape. Bounce a Wormcoil. This does activate his library. But I mean, it does give me more turns with the Jace. Assuming he doesn't have another burn, but he has already used plenty. Then if he plays Wormcoil, do I plus this? Like he taps out for Wormcoil, what do? I still think I minus it. It seems logical that he replays Wormcoil. Because if he doesn't replay Wormcoil, let's say he just kills Jace and uses that as his turn. Could also gamble, hope to draw lands if he doesn't have a land in his hand. And the fact that my opponent is not using library and then playing a land and playing Wormcoil means he has no land in his hands, which is, it's at first it seems fine, but then it just means that, you know, your opponent has 7 cards in his hand, which is way better than having like 4 lands or something. But he realized that he had 7 cards and could have used library. So assume he has a land here. No, he doesn't. He just plays Electrolyze. Really? So he made the gamble and missed then. Also, why wouldn't you Electrolyze the Jace? Oh, that's a reason too. That's a reason to not Electrolyze the Jace. Because you have Needle. Yeah, drawing 2 cards every turn. And if this didn't tap for mana, you'd be like, yeah, okay, fine. But the fact that it does, like, whoever came up with that. So the only card we can draw here is Griselbrand. Well, Treachery, obviously, once he plays his Wormcoil, but even then, I think we need to draw Griselbrand to get back into this game through the library. Because there's no way we beat the library. Like, as long as it's active, it stays active. It's a pretty sick card. Like, if I were him, I would even just, you know, play Grave Titan if I had it over Wormcoil, just because it adds more pressure. Maybe Spellskite, then he has a 3rd land. Doesn't really do anything with it, and then I play Braids. Then I have double protection. Then I have protection, then the turn after play. Yeah, maybe that would have been better. So this is Wormcoil again, not a Grave Titan. It's okay. We draw a Swamp, which is not really what we want. It's a card. That's all I can say about it. It's a card. We have way too much lands. Way too many lands. Like, even if we draw Vampire, that would be fine. But we don't. We're not drawing anything at all. Electromancer. It seems weird in his deck to play Electromancer. Yes, he has these cards, but like reducing the mana cost of these doesn't seem to be that relevant. Kiki-Jiki. Yeah, that's a really good one. So he has Kiki-Jiki then, he doesn't have Splinter Twin. Or maybe he does, like he has both. Does it say sacrifice? Whoa. I don't think even Treachery will win me this. Just because the fact that it says sacrifice means that he actually gets the tokens from the Wormcoil engine. So that's pretty brutal. Yeah. So let's say I have Treachery, and let's concede this one. So go 1-2. Pretty disappointing result. I think I misplayed it somewhat there at the end. I mean at the start of the game tree. I hope you guys still enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one.